This year has been a bumper year for acorns, and there are just hundreds of them lying all over the ground. And though acorns are not good for cattle or sheep or goats, they're actually very good for pigs. Oaks are also a really, I suppose, intelligent, if you can use that word for a plant, but an intelligent tree. So I wonder whether the fact of the drought made the oaks all really worried about whether they were going to die or not. And so they created a hell of a lot of seeds, i.e. the acorns, just in case. Oaks are also able to, if they're really stressed, just drop a huge limb. And that is what happened to me earlier this year. One of our huge oaks got really stressed by the drought. And instead of just trying to face it, it just decided to drop a huge branch off the side. And you can see it actually fell over my neighbours and crushed their toilet block. And also it had a beehive in it. So my friend came and we went up the tree. He went up the tree with his chainsaw and we tried to get the bees out. So oaks really are quite amazing because they have that ability to drop a limb to preserve the rest of themselves. As they get ancient as well, they will drop a limb to prop themselves up. And in this case, they have produced thousands of acorns because maybe they were stressed, we're going to die, let's make loads of seeds. Now, not only have we been contesting with the drought this year, but also feed prices are going through the roof. And so my pigs, even though I've just got to, are costing me loads to feed. So I'm going to go around the farm today and collect bags and bags, hopefully, of acorns. So we've got a nice bucket of acorns and twigs and rocks and leaves, but actually, if anything, that will give the pigs a bit of enrichment as they're sorting through it all to find all the yummy acorns. And here are the ladies. You can see we've had a bit more rain of late, so I've managed to move them and they've really been churning it up very nicely. Hello, I've got some treats. I've got some treats for you. You like that? I think it's fair to say they're enjoying them. I like when you can hear the pop of the acorn as they get it in their mouth. That was just one tree. I've got some huge trees around the farm, so I'm going to go on a bit of a hunt today and see just how many buckets of acorns I can collect. Don't want to overdo it though. So I'll probably hold some back and treat them over the next few days. What a difference a day makes. Yesterday I fed those acorns to the pigs and it was beautiful blue sky. Today it's so windy. I actually stayed in the cabin. I've been staying in the cabin a little bit because I'm just worried about Eve. With all the goat disasters of the past, I want to be here in case something happens. And honestly, last night it sounded like the cabin was going to blow away. It's a little bit better now, but every day I walk across to the pond. We did have some rain last night, just to see if any standing water has appeared, because you know it's now November and there's still no water. Let's have a look, and there is none. This is insane. As I said, it's now November and the pond is completely dry still. Not even, where is it? This is Jock's little hole that he dug. Not even that has filled up with water. We are getting some rain, of course, now, and it is filling up water butts, so at least I'm not having to worry about how to water the animals. But we just need more. We need a lot more. A lot of my everyday at the moment is just maintenance. Sard's actually away, so I'm looking after the owls, which doesn't take a lot of time, but it's just an extra thing to do every day. And then also, obviously we are now in avian flu lockdown. Here in Suffolk, we've been in the lockdown for a month or 6 weeks or something already, but now we're in national lockdown. So all the birds are in. So there's a bit more mucking out with the birds. The waterfowl are all in the barn. And I'm in the process of making another, this is going to be a duck tractor, not a chicken tractor, hence I've got a slightly wider door so that I can fit in a pond for them. So I've been, moving the ducks around, building the tractor, getting the poultry in, still cleaning the barn, just chipping away at it. I'm getting there. I don't know why they think I'm here to feed them, because I've already fed them. So I've still got this amount to do, as you can see. And then the plan is that the lambing pen this year will come down to here, and then it'll come across. So I need to split the goose pen in half so that I've got that whole section for lambing. And that's why I'm building the poultry tractor, because the Muscovy ducks are going to go into the poultry tractor. So I've just got the 3 geese in this end. The dogs are loving their time in the cabin. I forgot my look, Jock's here. There's Bo. There's Beetle. Hello, love. Are you having fun? It's quite nice having Bo here as well, because ever since her accident a few years back, she's become a little bit incontinent. So when she's at the farm, she is outside most of the time. So that's a bit of a relief. What are you doing, girls? Beetle. Hello. Lovely old girl. Our daddy pig is also arriving very soon. So the girls will be enjoying those acorns, and soon they will have a Mr. Pig to join them, and of course I'll film that. And then I've also been getting the polytunnel set for winter. So last year we had a bit of a disaster. It was my first year overwintering with a polytunnel. We had a vole infestation. You might remember, I'll link the video so you can see. And they ate everything. This year we're doing things a bit different. So I'm growing tons of stuff, tons of green leaves, actually flowers for next year. I'm going to be trying to overwinter some of the pepper plants. And again, that's all going to come in a sort of a polytunnel tour video in the next couple of weeks. And by the way, if you don't want to miss any of the updates from the farm, then just hit that subscribe button and a thumbs up if you're enjoying the video. And if you want to support the farm at all, you can always buy me a virtual coffee, or you can buy the 2023 Brimwood Farm calendar, and both of the links to that are in the description just underneath. There is also the daily wasp cull at the hive, as again many of you will know if you've watched the videos. You will see that my hive got absolutely attacked by wasps. And the good thing to tell you is that actually, having killed about 250 wasps so far, there's a lot fewer wasps attacking the hive. The past few days have been really warm, and so a lot of the bees came back out to forage. So there's kind of some positivity there. It's dropped in temperature though now, so I don't want to open the hive because the cold will get in. You know, all those thousands of bees create their own little hum of heat. So you really don't want to be opening the hive. So I will just have to leave that as it is. So I'll just have to keep squishing wasps from the outside and hoping that soon they all die off and the bees are left in peace. And coming up to see the hive every day means I have to walk past the market garden every day and look at the state of it. It just looks terrible. It's so weedy, but there's nothing really growing in there. Now, I'm not completely phased about this because I have all winter to sort this out. I can cover it in black tarp, I can kill off the weeds, I can do some weeding. I often think it's pointless weeding in a time when it's still relatively warm but you're not growing things, because actually you're just exposing that soil over and over again and more weeds are going to grow. Ideally I should have grown cover crops, but I didn't get around to it. So I'm just going to leave it until it gets really cold I will take off any seed heads, so to prevent the dispersal of weeds. But it's a job to tackle over the next few months before we hit spring. And we still do have a few things. We have some chard still, and we have a few kale plants. I've got some spinach transplants, and they're really good in the cold, so I'm going to transplant those out. And then the flower garden as well looks super weedy, but because moss has gone mental this past few weeks, there's still some zinnias. This I'm really excited about. This is a row of wallflowers, and they did awfully this spring. I grew them from seed. They were really weedy, and then they dried out and they got nibbled a few times, and they just didn't produce anything. But they look great now, so I'm thinking we're going to have lots of beautiful wallflower colour on those for spring bouquets. The other thing is, last year I planted a load of Hesperus and Sweet Williams, which are biennials. And they did okay this year, but not brilliant. But they haven't died. So this is all Sweet William. And then these are all Hesperus that have come back. So I've already harvested them. I've cut them back, and they're growing again. So I'm thinking I may get another crop of those come next spring. And in fact, it might even be a better crop because they're slightly more established plants now. So all in all, loads to do. I'm excited about next year because I think the garden's really starting to establish itself. And over the next few months, of course, we've got kidding and lambing, the new pig, the polytunnel. So there's no shortage of things to keep me busy.